fantasy. Sorry, you should have trying to sort the sound out now because I've still got the music in the background which shouldn't be playing. So I should have turned it all off. I will sort that out shortly. There. Before I managed to sort all the music out, shut it up and turn it off. I have now. Sorry, getting a bit loud in my ear. Anyway, welcome to my world building Sunday. Let's get the right screens up now. There we are. So, I'm going to be doing the Tavern Challenge by from World Anvil. So, basically, let's tell you who World Anvil are first. This is not a sponsorship. This is just a site I like using, and they do put lots of good challenges up to have a go at. Tavern Challenge, it says here, share a meeting place, a place of food, drink, company, and in your world setting. It also gives me a chance to win some prizes. So I'm gonna, as most D&D adventures and other things usually end up at some point in a some sort of tavern or place. That's what I'm going to be doing. So this one, let's click into that. Get into this. So just to say, as I said, this is not sponsored by them. Let me just show you briefly. I can't get the website thing and looking up, but it says it's www, of course, worldanvil.com, and this proves how old I am. I'm saying www at the beginning. Yeah, well. So, share this meeting place. So it doesn't have to be a alcoholic place for the your atypical thing you think of with this, but I'm going to be going with something a little bit more, or a little bit tamer, I'm not necessarily going to go full different types of alcohol. This is more, I'm not going to say necessarily child friendly, but it's going to be more, it's not all about, I'm going to try to make it slightly different, but let's see. I could end up going back to that. So to do this, we have to use the building template. So if I remember how to go there, sorry about that sponsorship thing, but they got to make some money. I'll give them let them get away with that on this one. Yeah, please give me a shout about whether sound's all good or not. And such like. So building, so yeah, give me a chance to enter it, submit the article there when I've done. So I'll probably be doing some map building at some point. Hopefully I can sort that into this. Just thinking of examples of world building, like the Lord of the Rings poster there. You have the Prancing Pony, for example, and you have like often they do them in points, so it's all about this. So this last time I was on, I was doing probably about 2 weeks ago, doing a little bit about town that was based around like a Zootopia, a zoo person by the owner, but this is going to be in that town. So I'm just going to put in it, start with a tavern, with exotic and mainly non-alcoholic drinks. Some of these I'm thinking could be magic potions as well, so like potions into the drink, so hopefully can add that. So yeah, my spelling is absolutely atrocious, and to start with, it won't necessarily be make sense, but I will sort that out for when I'm ready to accept it for the challenge. A lot of this I am doing off the top of my head, so any ideas, please chuck those in chat. I'm open to suggestions. So, and then this tavern. So this is going to be for explorers to use as well, so they can start missions here. They can use it as a resting place, find rumours, maybe even have like a place for the bar to do his thing, music wise. So bedrooms. So there will be bits for this later, but I'm just making the notes now so I don't forget them. Places to get clean. So bathrooms or restrooms, depending on what side of the Atlantic you live on. Food, for example. So the good thing about this site, it does give me hints and stuff, what to add and stuff that not to forget. So parent location. Oh yeah, so we got that one. I did that the other day. Yeah, I call it Zootopia. I probably will change the name of that one. So the idea is it's going to have the area this is surrounded is going to be its own. So like, let's just think of like Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. It's going to have that kind of thing going on. So that's basically the background of where they are, and this is not going to be probably the first tavern you would come across when you leave the ship. Probably won't be the ones for the higher class either, so it's probably a middling one. But I could change that later, so I am up for changing. So construction date, not that's major thing, but this been around for a long time, or so like the oldest tavern in the village or in the town, or is this I'm not going to put a date because I can't remember my dating system for this world yet, because it was a while back that I came up with this. But I'm going to just say I'm going to say 50 years ago. And that's going to have a chance to have some backstory in people who have been here before, but not awful lot. I could change that again. So that might give me some opportunity to have bits around to say this is who's been here. These people have left stuff here and such like that. Now, ruler or owner. So, let me think. I was originally thinking the person who owned this, so like, what do you call it, Jurassic World or whatever, was going to have rent for all these places, but I'm not sure. I'm going to just say owner, whatever. Let's come up with an owner. Who are they going to be? So I'm going to use like the D&D species stereotype ones. Do I have my actual D&D guide here? But not that I need this for basic species, but it just maybe gives me some hints. Actually, I'm going to say... Shall I keep to a stereotypical human, or should I... I'm thinking... Yeah, sorry, excuse me. I'm thinking an orc, actually. I'm going to... Maybe out of left field there, but... Ooh, should I go for a dwarf? I can't... Decision's decision. I'm going to end up being too long on something very simple. Well, I could even just give them a name for the minute. I'm going to say, yeah. Actually, I'm going to make it a long standing species. Ooh. I was thinking, should I have a long standing species? Or should I go... Actually, I'm changing my mind again for the 50th time. I'm going to go with... I can't think. I'm thinking of a half human, half orc, and I'm trying to think up of a name. I don't know those type of names, so let's do the good old-fashioned way. Have a look up on Google's. There's got to be one of these orc name generators or something like that. How do I... Okay. Okay, so got a name. So Snigrim Warthog. Snigrim Warthog. Warthog. No, I've got to change the name. I don't like. Probably not easy enough to pronounce. I don't like the name generator that I've just clicked on, so I'm going to change that. Yeah, any suggestions in chat? I don't know why my Google didn't pick up my normal one, so that's it. Fantasy names generator. That's better. So I've got to try to think. Always try to think. Some of the names may look good, but make sure they you can pronounce them. Okay, so I should have really put this in there. To Rod. Changed my mind on that one. So I'm going to just put in brackets half orc, because I wouldn't mind a little story behind them and their parents, possibly. There we are. Let's get my main screen back up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Datus became a ruin. That's not applicable. Additional rulers, owners. This would be the owner. I'm going to say this is under rent, possibly like a brewery owners to the inns and taverns and thing. I'm going to come back to that. Owner's rank, or that would be landlord, in my opinion. Owning organisation, I'll get back to that one. Alternative name. So we haven't given this tavern a name. I did think of one. I can change this later. So any others, again, any suggestions, I'm welcome them. But I was thinking especially as it's very animal beast heavy, I'm gonna just say the dragon's wings. So I could change that to later, the dragon's wings. Don't know if I've got an alternative name yet, but we may. So purpose to. So that should be reasonably obvious, but I'm gonna it's basically what I've written. Some of the bits I've written up there. So to bedrooms there. To act as a location. Sorry, if I start speaking all my words all together, I'm going to end up skipping past the bits I have to type it, so I have to do it at the speed I'm typing. So I apologise for this, but otherwise I'll end up missing the whole bit in the I made a location for people to gain to do refresh mints. No, I spelled that wrong. Oh, yeah. Refreshments. That's going to be food and refreshments. And let's do that a capital as well, just to make it look right. A bed night or there stay in the town. So this, by the sounds of things, I'm doing this is probably not going to necessarily be for the locals. This will probably be other people coming in. That could again change, but I'm thinking there. For explorers and visitors to get clean. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to try to do a map later for this, but yeah, basically to like have a baths in this place. So visitors. I can't even spell to save my life. I've told you that already, but I'm well off on that. What's with me today? I am completely off kilter there. If in doubt, use another word. If I'm having one of those mental problems. Food and refreshments. There. Bounty board. Oh, not a bounty board. Adventurers board. I'll come up with that later. What else? So let me think. Adventurers board. I'm having a mind blank. I'm sure. I'm just having a look on my iPad. I'm sure I wrote a few down earlier that I was thinking. If anybody's got any suggestions. Oh yeah. So a place for entertainment and such like for a place for bards to perform. Not just bards, but anybody for that matter, actually. What entertainment other than singing and music there? So, I'm thinking cards maybe, or something like that. Again, I'm not making this necessarily an 18 place, so, but if you are playing it with an older audience, so you can always add anything there if that's what your players want. It's not necessarily my thing, but that's fine. Card games. Arm wrestling. Can I add it? I'm just thinking, should I have a little pool table or a dartboard in this place as well? I'm going to put a dartboard on there. It's always worth maybe having a bit of... You can have a pub without a dartboard. And it's always worth something that you can get your players interacting with if they want to challenge people, just play each other at darts. It's something there. So did I have anything else? I was thinking a reputation for this place. I will get more into that there and think of what is that. But I'm thinking you can earn a reputation through in this place either by helping out the landlord or by working there or something like that, as well as maybe going off and doing quests for that landlord, for example. Again, will be adding onto it as we go through this. So alterations. Ooh. What sort of alterations have been done to the building during the time of existence was this performance? Do they serve? I might do that later once I do the map. Same was probably architecture. Because something like that, I do like to do the map first with that, because that usually gives me ideas. Defences. It's a tavern. Probably not much. You may have some bodyguards occasionally or security for busy nights and getting rid of the riffraff. That might be also a job for the landlord, doing your atypical, so like chucking your person out the tavern, out the bar. It also may be a job you can give the players if for some extra money and such, like a reputation. So security guards. Alright. And waiting staff. I'm not going to necessarily make them all like tough, but it's like if you're a dodgy look, you may end up with the tough looking security person, or not to say the tough looking barman or barmaid or waiter or waitress or whatever you want to call them, which we haven't decided yet. History and tourism, definitely we'll get back to those. I'm just going to quickly check if there's any what other bits include vehicle. Probably not. Connected rooms. Connected rooms. That might give me some ideas in a minute. Design, entries, sensors and appearances. What do you enter in the room? Smell, feel, hear. How much lighting there is available, and where is it coming from? Is there a foul stench of death penetrating their nostrils, or perhaps the eerie sound of a music box from the window? Is it icy cold or pleasantly warm? So, this will be a good reminder for everybody who's going in, and when you're going to this, remind the players what they're doing. I am going to go a little bit stereotypical here with some of this, so I'm going to have the warm fire. One of the, especially as I'm going over semi-medieval, semi-ancient times, so this will be one of the only ways to keep the place warm. Unless there is magic involved in keeping this place warm. Nope, I'm gonna, maybe that might come into it later. I'm thinking magic will come in with some of the drinks, so I'm thinking of that as a possibility. Excuse me, need a bit of refreshment. I'm gonna say fireplaces. I'm gonna do a map. For that at some point, maybe tonight, hopefully. Crackling. Crackling on. I'm going to say either. So, because I'm thinking this is called the Dragon's Wings. I'm wondering if I will have two sides to it, so like almost like wings of a dragon and wings of a building. From both sides of the tavern. The noise of people talking, whispering, and the noise of people talking and whispering, and the joy of between talking. I'm thinking of music in the background. I'm wondering how it is. Which you can hear and see. When I say see people talking, you can see them talking to each other, and some people are in close, like whispering to each other. You can occasionally hear and see in between musical and I'm going to say performances from the no, I'm just going to say musical performance is occasional puff of smoke or lightning, or no, not lightning, or yeah, I'm going to say lightning from some exotic drink at the bar. So that what's wrong with my spelling there today? I don't feel like I'm really bad today, but I am. Drink at the bar. So I think that's going to be one of the things that's first noticed to draw people in, is the going to be suddenly notice the drinks the bar. Also, actually, how well lit is this place? Lit by the fires and every table, as well as bar, and every table, as well as so going to be some lights, maybe magic, where you're putting lights on. I'm thinking that I'm leading towards the person in here being a magic user, or having somebody who is capable of magic to do some of this stuff. As a light source that is every table, as well as a light source around the bar, which is unidentifiable. At a quick glance, and that sorts out all my spelling mistakes. There we are. At a quick glance. Okay. Wooden. Floors are wooden. Is there going to be sticky patches or wet from spilt drinks? No, I'm just going to put floors are wooden with straw scattered around it. It's not necessarily meant to look old, but it's meant to be help drain up whatever's spilt on it. Denizens, I'm not sure what that means, but hopefully this bit below me will help. Which people, creatures, or monsters call this room their home, or can be found regularly? Think rats, cockroaches, Bob the Bard, or Having the friendly Cthulhu. Ooh. Do you know, that's a word I didn't know about. I'm going to presume that's another word for who are the locals. Friendly or otherwise. So I am doing a bit of Googling here. A person or animal or plant that lives or is found in a particular place. Yeah. Denizen. That's probably how it's. Do you know? Never knew the meaning of that. Yeah. Learn something new every day. So, ooh, what do you reckon we should find in this place as well as the locals? So, we've already got there's a bard or some music playing. So let's think. There's got to be a bard in here. Okay, so I'm just thinking. Shall we look up a but what? Who are we gonna? So I'm thinking of two bards that frequent this place. Maybe. Ooh, who? I'm thinking of stereotypical halfling bard, and I'm thinking maybe human as well. One is more of a fun-packed one, and the other one is more of like a serious music person. Let me just think of a halfling name. As in, when I say think, I'm thinking name generator again. So, okay. I just gonna put this on the page. Excuse the advert there. I'm just gonna change this so I can have less advert, and especially when I don't get anything. I was gonna go and do randomly look for one and press after, but I suddenly saw this and thought Perry Whisperbluff. I've got to go for that as a name, just as a thing. So that's going to be the name for my halfling bard. And I can do a specific thing about them later. I just want this back on this side now. And then I'm going to go for a human one. I'm thinking this person's going to be more into their poetry and their lute or lyre or something like that. There we are. So there's the names I've had so far. Actually, I'm just thinking, shall we go with older ones? I'm thinking the other one's probably male, so I'm going to go as the other one. Go as a female. Shakids. No, I'm going to better pronounce that. Koikan. Nope. Those are half those I won't be able to pronounce. Yoshun. I like the look of these. No, I know people won't. What happened was that name. Okay. This Vancouver. Okay. Rokuvav. Ruchek. Yeah, none of normally it takes me at least 2 pages to get this, but that's a trick. There we are. There's a name. Again, yeah, I'm thinking more of a more of a poet than I think. And more into a poetry and acting. But yeah, this one's going to be very typical. I'm thinking more sorry if I don't write these things down. Into the music and more into the magic tricks. So that could be something to entertain various people, or there. So Los Cedric Huffman Bard, Los Cedric the poet, who is a human. Into do okay, so I'm just thinking, are we what we're gonna have? I'm just thinking the stables. Remind me about stables later, or shall I just make a note up at the top? Stables. There we are. Are we gonna have? I'm thinking, what kind of I'm going to try not to read too much of this while you're here, but I'm just thinking, could we have a little infestation of something there? What's small? These are mainly larger animals. Oh, how big are bugles? Yeah, I'm just thinking even just have something that comes out of the sewer or something. What are these? come up with that later, because I could be ages with that one. I don't think it's the worst kept place in the world. I'm going to say there is a into the Tavern has a crew eat the food in the what do you call it, under the cellar. Not under the cellar, under the main floor, which is the cellar. We can go on that later. That is something for later. Okay. That could be not a monster. That could also be somebody's a little mystery of who this person or thing is and how it gets in there. Contents of furnishing. I will probably do that when I do the map. Which, what time are we on? There we are. I might do in a minute. Valuable treasures, valuables and treasure. Valuables and treasure. I'm trying to think anything that they would have. The takens, bar, some exotic food. These will be short term. Patrons, horses, patrons, belongings in their room. Just thinking. I reckon there should be something with a story on it that's in the bar. That's there. The sword of Eisenhower, Astagar. Made up holidays completely. To various I'm thinking what kind of thing. I'm thinking that there should be a scud of something. not that I was thinking of this, but there's one of the things I kind of looking at those shields on this uh, from their. I like the look of that. That's maybe having a shield instead of the short sword. Hopefully it won't be, you know, that is probably going to be something that the players would probably, or hopefully won't be take. But that's what I'm thinking. Would people try to? If they do, that's something that's they won't be welcome in this town ever again, and maybe have people hunt them down. Shield of let's just. I will write about this later, maybe. With spikes coming out. So, sorry, 2 seconds, just checking something. I just realised this. I can't see all my stats. Not that that matters. Out and is curved below. I can't remember. Various. I was doing various something. I can't remember what that was now. Oh yeah, various. Skulls. These are valuable as treasures, so probably some of these are probably not quite as valuable as others. I'm going to say what I was thinking of. Painting of the landlord's parents. I'll leave that for something to do later. I'm thinking they may also have something written behind it, or something like that, or some clues on the painting itself for something. Hazards and traps. So I'm just thinking if there'll be any security for this place for say burglars. Oh, I'm thinking something to stop people. Can't think of anything specific at the moment. Please chuck something in chat if you can think of something in the reason why you would. Special properties, all sorts of. So, what sort of special properties in the room? Involved with air ducts, running water, powered by life support. Is it alright? Oh, sorry, is it airtight or a magic dampening field? Does it have an invisible floor or ceiling? Are the walls radiating light, or does it teleport you to another dimension? That would be interesting. Having this tavern, as soon as you walk through the door, you are in a different dimension. Oh, that is a story for another day. Keep it simple. I don't want to completely change this now. but I do like the idea. Maybe at some point having a place that transports you there. Special properties. I can't think. I want something. I'm just. No, I can't think of anything. So, environment and effects. Think magical or natural effects. Temperatures, humidity, pressure, auroras, lack of oxygen, anti-gravity, gravity fields, etc. Bear in mind, this is not necessarily just for D&D. I've used it for Star Trek Adventures as well. So this is for anybody to use. Environment and effects. Okay, that one I'm definitely going to backtrack to. Entries. What was that? What are the entries or possible exit only? Okay, I will do that when I design the thing. Connected rooms and generic stuff. Okay, there was a couple I said I was going to get back to. That was those ones. History. Okay, I'm looking at the time now, and I think I might go on for. I'm going to start the. Start maybe the map tourism. I'm going to do that. This is mainly used by seeking adventure. Maybe adventure parties, and this is going to be that differentiate between me and, let's say, tourist adventurers who just came to see like the wild area. So tourist adventurers who have come to see the zoological beasts and monsters. So that could be a that some you may have to go. Your players may want to go and protect these people. Zoological beasts and monsters. As well as for the drinks. I'm just thinking maybe the two wings of this place. One might be for locals, one might be for tourists. Wing for locals. Of course they can go into Patrine, but it's to say I'm thinking where most people end up. Okay. it's going to probably take me a while to get them up started, because I'll probably get difficulty getting the size of it right, and then so I may leave that for later on in the for another time. I may get the layout sorted and do the rest next. Do the actual map next week. Differences, history. So this. So I'm going to just quickly do a brief history. This we're going to. So what was the person I called who had this? So this is about 50 years old. And I had a name for the person who we were going to call this. I was probably going into the alternatives. Oh, there we are. Created by the parents of the Lord Tarot. I could have come up with a surname probably. Or actually, maybe you don't have to. To down from military and adventuring lives. I'm leaving it a bit open there. I want to say possibly one was military, another one was an adventurer. Maybe they were a bit of both in their career, and this is what they've done. Take advantage of the many people who came to see monsters and beasts that inhabit this island. They also done tours of the base, or even guided the adventurers. Cool. I'm going back to thinking one of the valuable things here may be a dragon's head or dragon's skull. Which was that on? Entries, sensory, I'm wondering where this dragon should be, whether that should be like on the front of the door or above the bar, or of side of the bar. Dragon's skull. Okay. I'm probably going to leave it here for a bit. I can go more into the details and do the map later, which is going to be a bit of it more inspiration for me. Won't make this public. Tell you what, I'm going to make this. No, I won't make this probably public yet. Mainly because still a lot of work to do it. It probably only really makes sense to me at the moment. Let's put a couple of tags in there because that's always helpful for finding. Cool. So yeah, just going to quickly see what else it says about the Tavern Challenge. Okay, description. Just a reminder of what I was doing. I like that description there. A tavern is a place where madness is sold by the bottle. It's time to define a tavern in your world. We have teamed up with a lot of people here. Ghostly, Ghostwire comes to do this. Taverns in pubs, clubs, blah blah blah. Drink after the adventure. Tavern could be a set of any name or of any sort of title. Bar, common house, gathering spot, blah blah. Actually, tell you what, I did have a list of drinks that I was had on my found on my iPad to do. I'm sounding so old there. You know, I should have got this so much. I've got so many pages about rugby teams at the moment because I was checking out bits about the Exeter Chiefs and Plymouth Albion. Okay, I'm just going to sound silly, but I'm going to message this to myself so I can pick it up on here. Because I know trying to find that by Googling, I just want to make it visible to you guys and girls and yeah, etc, etc. Of course I'm not going to show my email here, but I'll show the page. Anyway, I hope everybody's been having a good day. It's not been bad down this way. There we are. Yeah, you probably can guess by the sports teams I was mentioned earlier what part of Britain I come from. There we are. Okay. Yeah, not actually in Exeter or Plymouth, but not even in that county. But probably you can guess I'm from that part of the world. Teal blue. So, what's it? They even got the. I didn't realise they had fictional drinks on here already, like the Pan. Well, this is probably off the Pan Galactor Gargle Blast, so they call it Pan Dimensional Gargle blaster. Teal blue was a foamy with froth on the top, served in a glass of an odd shape. Drink but very carefully. This drink was made by an interdimensional being of great importance. Well, at least at one point he was a leader of great importance, noted to be the best drink in the known universe. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The effect of the drinking one is like having your brains smashed out by a slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick. Fair enough. Oh, how do they make this work for players anyway? So the Pan-Galactical Dimensional Gargle Blaster gives you all the pleasant effects of alcohol, while shunting most of the nasty other effects to parallel you in another dimension. That'd be handy. I would like that. Just know that any time you drink one, there is a decent chance a parallel you in another dimension is drinking one too. The DM can make you do a con save 20 to remind of the session during the remainder of the session at any time. Once failed save, you begin vomiting and reverse you lose your next action. I am tempted so much to do that, but that's not what I was trying to have this game. Is if this was definitely adult people, I would probably definitely have that. Wild Magic Brew, I like the look of that. Golden, fizzing, and sometimes sparkling. Very bubbly tasting. Little sweet and can often cause a drinker to see random sparks around them. Sometimes the sparks are even real. I will surely will have this. Have to drink any time you try to cast a spell in the next hour. Roll 1d20. On a 1, treat it as a wild magic surge, as you were a sorcerer with a wild magic sorcerer's origin. If you are a sorcerer, you may get a wild magic surge on a roll of 1 or 2. Ooh, I am tempted to have that one as a drink. I'm thinking, can I put this somewhere in here? For myself. Let's close those down. I'm thinking I may just do a Word document to start with. For these for my reference, and then I can do a proper list for everybody without the special abilities on them. Okay. Goat's milk. Gives you the drink. Yeah, that's why not. Let's just have a. I suppose this place has got to have animals to get stuff. Actually, that's what I might write in there. Is valuable stuff. It will be animals will probably a few cows. Why not? Oh, what about some chickens? Gotta have some chickens. Those will be perfect. Those could come under, actually. You had a bit about animals and such. chickens occasionally running loose. So, Sushi juice. Fiery red drink was thick orange bubbles and almost makes it appear molten in nature. Drink that's more likely to coagulate blood than an ale, considering its thick. Bubbles cruelly slow through the surface. The blood depths. It's an extremely spicy drink that makes almost unbearable to consume. Only an idiot would think I'd like to try this drink. No, I probably won't go for that. I want to at least have it something that interests the players. Expensive drink for just water. Jailhouse wine. I'm thinking Dwarven Drought. Not brown, no, don't like. Meaty mead, sweeter than the dessert that the meat is thick enough to hold up. Sweeter than the dessert, this mead is thick. Sweeter than the dessert, this mead is thick enough to hold up the spoon that harvested the honey that makes it. Good luck at anyone who drinks more than drinks many of these devilish treats. I probably will have that, but without the after effects of that. I'm not necessarily going to do that. Okay. So 2 copper. Oh. So that was Kiss, Blue Nose Blue. This ethereal drink glows softly and emits a light mist, light clear and almost flavourless. The drink itself is merely a means to delight the wonderful vapours from its mists. I'm liking this. It eliminates overpowering smells from being distracting. The pleasant smells put you in a good mood. Advantage on charisma checks. 5 silver. I do like that one. I'm going to take that. Okay. So I'm going to come up with a couple more of these, and then I will definitely call it a night. Actually, I'm going to call it a night now. It's a night. But boom, my jokes don't get any better, so excuse me for that. But no, I'll probably do a couple more drinks and then properly call it a night. Drinks. Okay, the planner guide. So this one, hallucinogenic drink consolidated of tentacles obtained between space and time for some warlock of great old ones. Okay, I'm thinking I could do something with that. Upon drinking this, roll a d4. Your mind is instantly teleported to one of the following places of existence for 1 minute. The 9th level Hell, Tavern, 1d8 psychic damage. As seen the most terrible things imaginable. The void. You feel the emptiness. I've lost where I was reading there. So the void. Feel emptiness of within and being remainder of any character's life, role-playing and approximately. You witness to take apart a great battle of heavenly plays. You gain +2 to all strength checks for the next 24 hours. You can consciously return to the collective. I can do something with that. I will probably change that, but but I like the idea that it sends you to different places. So I'm thinking I will do that on a set one and change that slightly to the locations. I might even do one for different players, depending on who I'm playing with. I am looking at the name first, because that and what it looks like, because that's usually what gets more attention and what makes me want to use it. I have read this one before, the Strawberry Surprise. I liked pink colour. Surprise, there ain't no strawberries in this drink. Strawberry Surprise. Even though rosy in colour, it is actually mead made with liquid from very hot peppers. It's made by brewers and sold to people who want to play tricks on their friends or teach someone a lesson. Must make a DC 10 Constitution save, or drop your drink and appear foolish in front of your friends. PCs who make the save more than 5 may order another. If they pass the test again, they gain advantage on one action resolution in the next day due to the boost of confidence due to the rise in property for their fellows. I could do that as a little bit of a challenge if it's that hot. I may not have that one, but I'm going to make a note of that one. Snake venom, no. The pepper box, like smoke grey. No, not going to have that one. The mind eye, purple, the blue liquid sparkles and swirls like a galaxy. Staring at it almost, I'm not hypnotizing. Its flavour is distinctly something magical, but you can't quite put your finger on it. The flavour changes and dances across your tongue as your mind belongs to peel open, revealing what was once lost to you. Once of a few alcoholic drinks actually make you feel and be smarter upon consumption. Yes, this one actually makes you more intelligent. Elven Battle Spirit. Gregory's Groovy Grog. Mostly clear, was a light brown hue. Made of a mix of Dwarven whiskey and even brandy and fresh lemons. Captain Gregory created this tasty drink to serve to his crew. This drink will keep for months, making it perfect for a long voyage. For 24 hours you get +2 resistance to the effects of heat first and +2 against contracting diseases. That's something I may have to have a look up later, some more things, but for the minute I'm going to leave it be. Come up with those. So I'll say thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good evening, and catch you next week, hopefully, or during the week for Star Wars playthroughs, Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm also on Twitter at Trek Wars and Fantasy, or actually, I think Twitter is Trek Wars Fantasy. But if you Google that, you'll be able to not Google, search it. You'll be able to find that. Have a good night, everybody, and see you in the future.